This video was made during my demonstration in class for our line set drawing assignment for 1.5 fruits. I first loosely draw in a rectangular window shape, but as you notice, my vine charcoal sketch expands out to the full-size paper, which gives me a flexibility of the size of the window as well as the composition options. This way, do not have to be limited by the initial size and the shape, as well as the area of the composition. I always like to start with the structural or compositional observation before starting my drawing or painting, looking through the viewfinder. And it may be worthwhile to remember that your composition that are flattened and traced on the picture plane or window, every shape, whether that is the shape of objects or the background shape, space, or even the shape of the cast shadows, are flattened shapes that has light, dark, or in various middle tone values. With vine charcoal, I notate the shape values loosely. I lightly rub out the vine charcoal drawing to get rid of excess charcoal powder before starting to use ink lines. I recommend you work across the overall plot of the composition in the beginning by covering the big and darker shapes with the loose hatching lines before eventually you pay more attention to smaller areas and perhaps single objects in details. Also worthwhile to note is that I do not redraw the edges of the shapes in ink because you already have the charcoal lines that gives you a reference and also leave the room to work on edges later, as you might be able to define the hard edges and soft edges later when you eventually work on details. This image shows my work in progress in ink medium. Please note that I have moved my position to the setup after my initial charcoal sketch. So this ink drawing in work progress has slightly different perspectives. This is another benefit of keeping your initial sketch loose and flexible so that you have an option of changing it without too much trouble. I hope you will take your time to explore and get familiar with this new liquid medium, which might open up an opportunity for you to consider a future different painting mediums.